Hi, are you alright? I'm not bad. Well, here, absolutely getting cold, but not snowing. But I've seen snowing in London. So England, must be, I think, temperature is right now. Temperature right now is colder than here. Well, anyway, today my topic is I would like to tell you about school, life and accommodation. Okay, first one is school life. I got up quite early. I don't know if it's early or not, but so weekday I needed to go to the school in the morning. I only got the morning class. I should be there at 9 o'clock, and then I got up at 6 o'clock, and then as I told you, I think in the previous footage I made, I was cooking for for my breakfast nearly every day of the weekdays, and then I ate a lot. And of course, I was allowed. I was allowed to cook, something like this by my ex first host family, and I ate, I ate them, and also, yeah, I remember during I was eating breakfast, a dog of my ex-host family, who was I think waiting for me to eat up all of them, but he sometimes really wanted to eat something from me, but my ex-landlady always said, don't give it to him, don't give it to him anything. So he needs discipline. He has to be patient. Okay. That was absolutely great discipline. Yeah, I thought so. And then when I finished eating something, I needed to wash up, and then after I needed to prepare for my school stuff, because I got the room upstairs, and then I did it, and then I left that house for the school, and then I needed to walk. I don't know how many minutes I needed to walk from the my ex accommodation to that school. I thought within 20 minutes. So it was really far away, but great point was at that time England got really good weather. 100 I don't know how many years, more than 100 years, and then they said we got incredible weather here. Yeah, so many people said, well, look, I think English people tend to go to Spain or Italy for the I think summer holiday. So they said we didn't need to go there because this kind weather we got really great. Yeah. So it means I think my image of the England, I mean English weather, always rain, and also I think we're dark, I think sky you could see, and then very dismal weather. So I thought that in those kind of image, those kind of weather I could get no way. I could get great weather. I brought great weather from Japan. No way. I'm joking. Anyway, and then I go to school there. I think in the beginning of the in the beginning of schooling, I was in the beginner's class, and then I remember first my ex-teacher in the for the beginner's class, and then she always said, I think for this beginner's class there are 15 Japanese people, two other nationalities, so please don't speak your own language each other. So that means, if you have a question, speak English to other people. And then after she left a classroom, I think you can imagine there are some I think were Japanese students, they started speaking Japanese to other Japanese. So I just wanted to get out of that room immediately. So it was I think a hard situation for me to keep my English, to speak, to listen to other people, So I felt, oh my God. Of course, in Japan, many people had, and I think, a good time economically, because at that time they got bubble time of economically bubble time. So many of them said, we got to earn a lot, and also we could buy many expensive things. Well, I didn't know, because during I was during my English time, I would say, economical bubble time was going on in Japan. But when I came home in Japan from England, that bubble was absolutely finished. And then many of them said, well, you should come home earlier than you did. How could I know? Without the internet, even cellular phone. So that was an absolutely primitive situation from right now. Of course, anyway. And then I spent I think 3 hours at the school for the beginner for the English class. And then after that of course I had free time after class. And then I ate two cheeseburgers from my excellent lady made, and then And I ate, those burgers with some friends. And then and after maybe I went to, sometimes I went to High Street for shopping. Or sometimes I went to Pittsville Park. Yeah, that was, great park. Yeah, you could, play the golf. Yeah, with, really cheap price. That was, fantastic. Yeah, I really liked it. And then, what else? So once, I remember, when I tried to buy a pair of, swimming shorts, and I bought them at I don't know, small shop in the high street. And then, I went home from there. And then, when I opened the door of the host family's house, and then there was, one, I think a guy who was, a friend of, my ex landlord. And then that guy asked me, "Oh, where have you been?" And then I said, "Well, I've been to High Street." "What for?" I just I was shopping. And then what did you buy? And then I showed him, a pair of, swimming shorts. And then, "How much are they?" £4. £4! Oh my God! You spent £4 for one pair of swimming shorts? Incredible! No way! I can't believe that. And I couldn't even react, from that kind of, I think, wow, stuff from him. And he was, he looked, very serious. And I was, I was like that. So I was so nervous, and also, I couldn't even answer, back to him. So, but after, I think, I don't know how many days, I don't know how many hours later, my landlord, told me, "Yeah, he was joking with you. Yeah, he I think he's in a very, very English way." What the English way? Yeah, very sarcastic. So it means, he was joking, but not serious, because, you didn't need to take, his words seriously. He wasn't serious. Okay. I was shocked. Just, £4 means, I think at that time, 250 yens for 1 pound. So, £4 means, 1,000 yens. 1,000 yens for a pair of, swimming shorts. It's so cheap. But, he was, he looked, very serious, and he was astonished, to hear how much, I spent. Oh my God, like that. So that was okay, but sometimes, I couldn't understand, I mean, I would say, in English way or British way or whatever. But, they said, well, sarcastic. They are very sarcastic. So, sometimes, don't take, words seriously. So maybe, they are joking. How could I know? I wasn't born in there. And then I wasn't grow up there. I wasn't growing up there. How could I know? That would be, funny experience. I really wanted to get on with, I think, neighbors, as well. And then some, neighbors are so nice. And I think one, neighbor got, then I think 2 children, and then they're so good children. Yeah, they, they spoke very nicely, and also, very, very nice, behavior. So I liked, those kids. And then another side of the, I think, next to the neighbor of the, my ex host family, they are nice too. They got, I think, small dogs. I think 2 dogs, and then those dogs are so cute. Yeah, I still remember. So first, my accommodation was really good. Second one was so. But my first, I think accommodation. I mean, host families. They got only one, school student. But then the next one was not like that. Maybe how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 4. Yeah, 4 students from the that language school. Yeah, I got 3 host families, and then third one, maybe they don't remember me because I spent only 1 week. Yeah, I didn't want to stay there for a long time. Well, with some reasons I had, but it's a long time ago. Yeah, I don't need to tell. And then I met a guy who used to be working for the school when he was on the summer holiday. So yeah, that was I think short time, but I got on with him very, 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 very well, and he liked me, and then we knew each other, and then I bumped into him on the road, and then we talked, and then after that I told him, I'm thinking, about, moving to a different place to live. So he said, would you like to come to my house? Your house? No, he said, oh, I am, sharing one flat with a schoolmate. If, that schoolmate, agreed, with my idea, we could share, flat with, with you. So, and then he said, it's all right. And then I moved to the, their, I think, flat, immediately. And then we spent, 3 months. That was, great. Yeah. Unforgettable, days, absolutely great. And then, so after I got in a flat which was owned by the headmistress of the school, and then she said, "Well, you could use it as a free." Wow, great! So it means free bed, free wardrobe, free free room, free toilet, free bathroom, and free kitchen, free oven, free washing machine. Everything was free. Great. Yeah, I was so lucky. Yeah. So I think it's time to be continued. See you in the next footage.